Welcome to Board Ghost, a story broadcast with games as the engine.
If living is a highway, then heaven is a bus stop. Been waiting for a minute there, but has it been forever? 'Cause dying don't agree with me, no.
We believe you're out there, hungry for stories for shared experience. We can't see you, can't hear you, yet we will play for you. This night's offering is Home by Dark from Protagonist Industries and designed by Jason Olson. To learn how we generate stories playing Home by Dark, go check out our Home by Dark Rules Primer. Our humble players, myself, John Holt, with me.
Ken Breeze.
Asar.
Eric Silver.
Whoa,
All right.
welcome.
Everybody. So we got two new people on the show playing a brand new game of Home by Dark that we've played a couple times, and I think we're going to avoid the it rules.
Yeah, I
where
think
in
that's a
Act
good
2 You're
idea.
the adults dealing with the things that you're
Yeah,
dealing with in Act 1 as
we'll
children.
avoid that, I think.
I avoid that all the time.
All right, so we're going to get into setup here. Right off the bat, we'll chat about Veil, and X-Card is on the table. Have you guys used X-Card? You're aware of the thing. Then the first thing we're going to do here is set up our story pillars and our setting.
May I request summer?
If it's a summer, this is always something that intrigues me. There were a bunch of like really crappy ski mountains. I'm from upstate. I'm from
Okay.
Westchester County, New York.
Yeah.
So it's like you went far enough that it was just like this little dinky ass ski mountain. But I can imagine like still the
During the
town
summer.
during the summer, the town still revolves around it. So there's just a lot of like now it's like hiking vaguely, and now it's
Okay.
biking vaguely.
Yeah.
Is there snow?
No, there's
No.
not.
But
Because
it's
No
more like
snow.
day trippers.
The idea that this is a bustling place in the winter, but during the summer, it's kind of dead. There's not a lot going on. Maybe
down.
there's some sort of specific annual festival that happens in this town
100%.
at that time to sort of make up for the lack of tourist revenue to some degree. So maybe there's some sort of something like that going on.
It needs to be something, and I like that there's kids and teenagers. It needs to be something that sounds stupid in everyone's mouth. Like, it has to be like really silly, and like it's like, oh, let's all go to the Blackberry Festival.
Right, exactly.
My
I
whole
was-
families go to the
Yeah,
Blackberry
yeah.
Festival.
I was like, what's something that grows upstate? Because, blackberries probably would do it.
I mean,
Garlic.
apples would be-
Garlic,
Apples.
yeah.
Apples.
What if it was
apples.
like a Halloween in summer, like something absurd?
Oh.
like a Christmas in July sort of thing.
Yeah.
I like Halloween in summer. That's
yeah,
very
just
good.
something
Kind
like
of
some
fun.
weird like saints.
I like that. So maybe it has a sort of
Like
vaguely.
a Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween.
Yes.
We can just
Yes.
Yes,
Halloween.
5,000%. Oh my holy!
Ski
Upstate
town.
New York, because I don't want it to be Colorado, because I think that's like
yeah.
they have stuff to do,
Yeah.
but I feel like there is no stuff to do, which is where Halloween came from. Because
Mount
it seems
Kisco?
too dumb. I think in farther. I'm very
Mount
close to Mount-
Kisco is what I just heard from this
Yeah.
person.
I think it needs to be farther north than Mount Kisco.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that
'Cause
was
you're
a
from New
made-up
York as
name.
well, so you
Yeah.
know. I think it's like in Thunder Ridge. Like I think I'm envisioning
Okay.
that. I'm envisioning that specifically.
Up there.
Yeah.
I love it.
Because that's like north of where I grew up.
Thunder Road for the Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, we call it Thunder. Yeah, it's like Thunder Village, or
Thunder Village.
is that all right?
The last sort of piece of our puzzle is what decade, what time frame are we in? Is this steam-powered 1920s or steam-powered 2050?
This is on me. I like making it modern.
Mm-hmm.
I like the availability of phones because I think it makes gameplay easier. It's something that bothers me in fiction a lot, that like people do period pieces in 1997 just because they don't want to deal with how to deal with texting. But I think it also like facilitates communication.
How about it's 2020?
I kind of like 2020.
Okay, 2020
with
sounds
it.
good to me.
2020 summer Thunder Village. Next, we're going to generate our story pillars. So the first one's going to be our secret.
For some reason, I just am thinking about like a talking lamb right now. I don't know why. That's sort of where I'm at right now.
So that was the question I wanted to bring up. I'm like, do we want it to hide? Can it hide in plain sight or
Yeah,
not?
I mean,
And I
What if
like
it was-
talking. I like smart animal.
yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Like
Yeah.
maybe I'm trying to think of something that lives up there.
Well,
that lives
if-
on the state.
Halloween is based on some sort of very historical and esoteric religious ritual or festival. Maybe there's some sort of connection.
Opposite.
There.
Like something that would be
Opposite
sacrificed to.
vampire.
Opposite vampire.
Like a
Are we-
vampire that can only be
Yeah, in the
out
day-
in the
like a
daytime. Yeah,
What
it's
about the
a
secret
daywalker.
government?
So it's afraid of the night.
And it
Yeah,
spits
afraid
blood
of
into
darkness.
people.
the moonlight kills it.
Or it's just afraid, or it's just like deathly. Yes, it's like deathly afraid of the dark because it can't see in the dark.
So it's comes out. The other key is so maybe Halloween is like a solstice event
Right.
too.
Yeah,
So it's the height of
Word.
summer. It's when this thing's in its full power. It's like a solar charged, like good vampire that instead of feeding, perhaps
Does it heal?
gives
Does it
life.
heal?
It heals.
Gives
Heal
like that.
life.
The
What is-
Green Mile.
Very
Let's
Ooh.
go.
Wait, is it still a lamb?
I don't know.
Decide what kind of
Maybe.
animal it was.
Like a chupacabra?
well,
We
what
can
if
make
it's
it
Like
happen.
reverse
what I mean, if it's like
chupacabra?
a reverse vampire too, it could be like it has a human form,
Right.
a
And
like
a lamb
Oh,
form.
it can
flying form,
change.
so
It can
it's-
change shape.
Okay.
right. So like it's instead of being a wolf, it's a lamb.
Yeah.
Instead of being a bat, it's a sparrow or dove or
Whatever.
something.
Okay. I think it should be.
A
No,
white
I'm like
bat.
trying to imagine what this thing is. So I'm thinking about it hiding in plain sight. So like, what is the most interesting thing that you could have with you that would be cool, like for you to walk around with? Like if you were hiking around, like what is something fine? Like, is it a fox? Is it a deer? Is it a dog?
That somebody
'Cause-
wouldn't just like hunt.
Yeah, because
Dogs.
but and it's like, is it a bear?
So-
I just
So
think
it
it's
seems
just a
like
dog.
talking animals where
I like talking
Yeah.
animal.
All right.
It
I'm
was
with
dog
it.
in my head, but it can be
Okay.
it can change shape if we wanted to change
I
shape.
can
I
be
like healing.
Old
like the
Yeller.
idea,
Yeah.
the idea that like the dog licks you and it heals a thing.
Cool.
And it's afraid of the dark because it can't
Cool.
speak, like can't
So
process.
it can turn into a dog or a
saying-
pig.
Pig
I
is
love
I
pig.
do like pig.
I love
Could do
pigs.
pop-
like a
Potbelly
farm,
pig.
yeah, a farm
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, farm animals.
Because there are a
some sort of-
lot of
yeah,
farms up
yeah,
there,
yeah,
100%.
yeah. So maybe something like that.
Transforms into a pig, and it's super smart.
Or
in
a
its pig
turtle.
form. Or a turtle. Oh my god, that would be fan service.
It's like huge turtle.
That's ASAR fan service.
Let's see.
It can turn into a pig and it heals you and it's super smart. It
Super
has to be as
smart.
smart as a person. This
So
is-
what is this thing called? Like does it have a name? Like, is it Dracula backwards or whatever? Alucard?
Alucard.
I love it. Might as well call it that.
I wonder, yeah, I think
It's
it has
the Alucard. I think
bet
that's
it-
like the
Dracula
old superstitious. That's the old superstitious name for it. The Alucard.
Yeah, I think it has to get tied into this ancient,
Yeah.
like quasi or super
Quasi super
obscure,
obscure, like
super obscure
local
religious stuff.
legend. Yeah, local legend. The Alucard is like a local superstition.
So does the Alucard does it have pronouns that like, or do our, you know what I mean? Like, is it?
I'm gonna go. I think it's. I don't want to. I think it's a they.
Okay.
Yeah,
Straight
they
up a
them.
they.
I'll take
They
it, I'll
them's
take it.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
they,
sure.
them.
And I guess I'm seeing it as sort of like wild boar looking a little more.
I
but
agree.
like
Yeah.
pure white.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Legendary pig.
Right,
Okay.
because it
Legendary.
can't go
Okay.
out at dark. So why
Yes.
would it? Happen?
Why would it?
100%.
Yeah.
I bet if it's like reverse spooky by being albino esque.
If it
Mm.
if it can't go out at dark and it's only at night, it would be darker. So I imagine like a super shiny. You know what I mean? Imagine something
Oh,
that's
that's
only
right.
in sunlight.
Yeah. So
So
like a golden.
super like a ebony but like a shining darkness.
Or it could just be blistering red all the time.
Or it could be I like
Horrible
that.
sunburn.
I like you get
It's just sunburned all the
sunburnt
time.
pig.
sunburned pig. Oh my god.
All right.
All right.
This horribly sunburned
Stupid.
pig.
Blizz's like, it's still a beautiful creature.
Of
Yes.
course.
And
It's my
and
love.
elegant. So yeah, darkness is good in night. And we'll kind of figure out like what its other powers are.
Yeah.
So when we say that it heals / like gives energy, like life energy
Yeah,
to
gives
things.
vitality.
Okay. So next, our piece of the puzzle is going to be the pursuer. This is a person or organization that is looking for the secret. So, a cryptid hunter, possibly,
I like poacher.
right? Or like, what's like if we're playing like reverse Dracula, like who's the Van Helsing
Right. Of the
to
pig.
this thing? Like, who's the villain?
Oh, I know. Oh my god. Okay, so obviously it's healing, right? So it needs to be harnessed in some way. So I think it needs to be a representative of like big pharma. So it needs to
Okay.
be like straight up, like the Van Helsing is this slick, like fucking pharma representative.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So with
Yeah.
a sweet suit, and it, like you see when maybe if we first see them, they roll up with like their Cadillac 300, and they pull up into the diner, and they're like, do you have anything cold brew? And they're like, no. And we're like, where is the nearest coffee establishment?
Okay, G-Man.
He's a GMS, but he's like for Big Pharma, 100%.
I'm with it.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
So-
The pursuer is sort of like this
Business type.
Yeah.
big corporate.
So also
this is on the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
So I love this horror movie.
So we've kind of run into we've kind of got an organization and the NPC that acts as its representative.
Yep.
So kind of what they're noting here is like we can have like Act 1 could focus on the representative and Act 2 could be like the rest of the organization can come into play if we
Right.
want. Like we can
For sure.
we gives us some play.
Scale up, scale
um,
down as you need.
Escalate, yeah. Pursuers have two traits, a motivation and a goal. Like if we're saying, they want to capture it for its healing power, their overall goal is to then use that to corner the market on, pig pharma or whatever.
Profit. In my head, it was like profiteering on a actual all healing. Like it's not
Yeah.
snake
Cure
oil.
for
It is.
cancer.
Thank you. It's a cure all. It's an
Or-
actual cure all.
Is it also like
It's Okja. You
like
see that movie?
like do they want to like they want
It's
to make
Okja.
like they want to factory
Yeah,
farm this
factory
thing.
Yes,
farm,
they
that-
want to.
Okay.
They want to figure out
It's the
where it
miracle
heals,
pig. It's the
and then it
miracle
becomes
pig.
and then it becomes mass produced.
So their motivation is
I think the motivation should be more personal though for this NPC.
I want
Yes,
the
I think
NPC
the
to
goal,
be
for
sick.
sure.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
They're
Yeah.
ill. The NPC is ill. So that's their motivation. They want to get healed.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're super sick.
And then he's in the diner and he coughs into a handkerchief.
Yeah.
and there's
Yeah,
blood on it.
blood
That's
on it,
exactly
yeah.
right.
Oh, there's
That's
always blood on the
exactly-
handkerchief.
That's exactly right.
I love that.
But the
So-
blood is green.
so the pursuer is a pharma rep, right?
Farmer rep.
Yeah.
So let's say let's first name this pharmaceutical company, Colostra or whatever they're called.
Oh, I do like that. I like words that are just with the like a suffix on it with like just something terrible.
Porcina, like
It's trying to
Okay.
go.
Bro Vartis.
Brovardis.
Yes.
Sure, Brovardis. Before we get into like naming the pursuer person, male, female, whatever they are, how do they know about the secret?
Mm.
They're from
like,
here.
They're like formerly from
They
here.
grew up
The
here.
legend, yeah.
They grew up here.
Mhm.
They
I
grew up-
wonder. I
They
wonder,
grew up in Thunder Village.
I
Yeah.
wonder if like their family also believed in that idea that if you went somewhere that was like bucolic and like airy and country esque, that you would feel better. So maybe they have like a family. It's a genetic affliction of. I can't even think of.
But it was
think of
yeah.
those-
So like
those
this is where they
diseases that
would
are
come
passed
to
on.
You're
resort,
talking about
Yes.
consumption and shit like that.
Yeah.
Tuberculosis.
But yeah, and if someone
Um,
had like a
like a CF kind
yes.
of thing.
I like that motivation a lot because the pursuer is then like, oh, my family is, lives here and I don't believe in this shit and I'm going to go find my own cure with pharmaceuticals. And I've traveled the world to try and find the cure to this
Mhm.
shit and nothing works. I'm going to go back to my roots and go fucking kill this pig.
Yeah, and I bet there needs to be like some new data saying that this thing actually
Yeah.
exists.
What do you
What
like?
if Thunder Village is named for the Thunder family?
Yeah!
Ah.
yes!
Who
yes!
started like Thunder Lodge, which became Thunder, Resort.
Lodge, yeah,
Which became the entire village.
this is
so they
the,
don't-
Right,
like-
exactly. And you're right too. So it's like mineral baths and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like they
Mhm.
started this place,
Right.
maybe.
Or like discovered it.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
this character is someone who is estranged or like has
Yeah.
fallen, like where the family had sort of fallen away. Whatever the case
whatever.
is, this is someone
This is
returned.
one of
This
the
is
Thunder
someone
clan.
Thunder.
Yeah. Back in the 1800s, Elijah Thunder saved the entire town from going under when they were dead, when they all invested in the Wildcat banks.
There you go.
So in response in gratitude for helping out the town, they renamed it after him, Thunder Village.
And the first name really sucked too. So
It's true.
easy, really easy to change.
It's true. It was
Thunder.
Socrates, New York.
All right. So the pursuer, man, woman, X. What are we thinking?
In my head, these enemies are always dudes.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
for sure.
I prefer
Yeah.
male personally.
All right.
So in my
So
head,
well, I think it's a doctor.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I
important.
agree.
So
Totally
we were
true.
saying in the like turn of the century was Elijah Thunder.
in 1894, Elijah Thunder weighted the debt when everyone had lost all their money in a Wildcat bank that had existed. So,
So I'd say this guy's name is Elijah, but he goes by EJ.
oh
Okay.
my god,
And he's Dr. EJ Thunder the Third.
Yeah, that
Okay.
guy sucks.
Right? Is that
Let's
That guy
go.
Bring it up.
sucks.
Ooh, I like
Dr.
him.
EJ.
Dr. EJ Thunder?
Yeah, the kids call me EJ, and they're like, "No, I'm so excited to be a teen. Fucking dunk all over this
You
guy.
should,
I'm
you
so
should,
ready."
you should.
All right. So we've generated all these sweet pieces. Our goal of mass production of this thing, want to be healed of their own thing. Okay. So lastly, we come to the danger. This is a greater threat.
Since the secret heals, like the secret could be like, if you kill the secret, like all the plant life
Yeah,
in Thunder Village is gone.
yeah. Yes, because what was the name? The Alucard.
Yeah.
The
Alucard
Alucard
is taken away from Thunder Village.
and the Alucard bathes in the river in the main water source, which
Yeah.
heals it and is the whole reason that
Well,
it's.
Sure, we can. I mean, it could definitely be like it's a reason why there are so many mineral baths here and why it's such a healthy place and why so many people come here in the summers for that stuff.
Right.
However, the question then becomes like what John was sort of alluding to. What's the like? What wants this thing back, or what goes wrong if this thing can't do what it's supposed to do?
Or like, for instance, the danger could be something that is environmental
yeah, I'm
or
thinking like
incidental.
earthquakes.
But also
like,
it can be like something that isn't like doesn't have to be directly tied to the secret or the pursuer. It's more that like the secret could be helpful in dealing with it.
Right.
Like
Okay.
like wildfires coming up over the thing because of a drought or whatever. Like or a drought. Like
Okay.
could be the
I like
thing.
a drought. I think a drought is very straightforward. I think it's related to summer in that way.
Right.
Mhm.
Because I think that maybe there is something to the Halloween.
So what
I agree,
celebration.
right? So
Yeah.
tie it back to we haven't really fleshed out what that original founding myth is, but tying it back to that somehow might help us as well. Like the Alucard does this, like in the
It
legend.
brings the rain.
Brings the rain as a good,
Yeah.
or brings the snow. We're in a snow town, right?
Yeah.
Like it has to perform. It has to do something. And if it is not doing that, then they're just more pressure ratcheting up.
Yeah.
And there are consequences of that pressure.
Yeah, I mean, this too is like the drought could be again like it's a climate issue that like
Yeah.
it can be a result of climate
I like
change.
that.
or
I like
whatever.
that. So it gets hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
and it's
Un-
getting nasty. The Alucard and this
something like
other
that,
like
maybe.
thing is an aside thing, and
Yeah.
the Alucard's vitality power could help. We
Yeah.
Mhm.
we don't know. Maybe it's helped it through hot times before.
Oh, cool. Okay, I dig
Yeah.
it.
It's-
Heat wave is very good.
Yeah,
I
heat wave
think
is
that
good.
There have been
Yeah.
unexpected ones in
I dig
upstate
it.
New York in
Yeah.
August as well, and I think that would fit. A lot of people will try to explain it away as well.
So some manifestations within that. I mean, I think that's pretty open, but
Mhm.
like wildfires would be one.
Wildfires is
possibility.
good.
But that can be something that it doesn't have to play in, but it's something
We
I'm
can
just-
say-
basically we can list anything that we think might like.
Dehydration, like people passing out on
Yeah.
moss.
Nothing
also-
grows. Like there's no crops. There's no like
There's no grass.
economy.
Yeah,
You know.
especially when it has to nice place for all types of tourism. 'Cause
Right.
it is a tourist destination.
Other
Yeah.
farm animals drop dead.
Lots of heat lightning, so
Heat
which
lightning,
is extremely
that's cool.
dangerous.
They have that.
Yeah, yeah. It's like if the I actually don't know. I don't even know
think
why I
it's
tried to
in
explain
Texas.
this because I
It's
have
in
no
Texas,
idea
I
how.
think.
It's like,
There
it's
is
like a
heat lightning.
non
Yeah.
rainstorm related.
Yeah, there's
lightning.
that shit
Wow.
exists like in Arizona.
It's like
and
high,
shit like that.
high
Goddamn.
thing. So heat lightning. The other one, so like transport can be affected by.
Oh
this too.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like power grids. and
power
stuff.
outages.
Yeah, power outages, especially because everyone's using way too much AC.
Mhm.
Oh, you already know.
The roads melt.
Yeah, that's
that would
true.
happen. I think that any sort of water sports, because if it's upstate, there 100% is some sort of lake, which is like the other
Definitely.
sort of like tourist attraction. So the lake is like very, very low.
Low, yeah.
So you can't do like
and
the
like
tourist is
and
low.
and inlets and stuff that normally would have gone to it are pretty dry
Mhm.
right now.
Mhm.
I mean, generally, like we can kind of play this in. Like it's going to be hard
Yeah.
to run around
Yeah.
as kids
All right,
for
cool.
more than 10, 15 minutes at a time without dealing
Cool.
with the heat.
I'm excited to use all of my like teenage New York State knowledge.
Let's go.
Like when you can buy things. Just so you know, you get your learner's permit at 16. I'll tell you that.
No.
So these will be, we're going to get into our belief dice. So,
Mhm.
so now that we've got our belief die, we're going to determine our relationship. The next piece will kind of have our character triangles. I don't we will come up with like character names and descriptions. That's what's going to land on this. But let's talk through relationships. We'll start with me. I have 2 black die, so I may be more of an adult. So let's start, Eric. What is my relationship with you? You have the white
okay.
die.
So I think that you are my teacher, but since it is the summertime, it's like super awkward because we work in the same place. We both work doing it has to be something. Some sort of like touristy or like hiking trails or
Yeah, why don't
something?
I
Batting
kind of like
cages?
teacher. What if I'm like a what if I'm like a gym teacher
Batting
Yeah.
cages.
and I work
Yeah.
at like the mini golf batting cages?
Yeah.
Like
5,000%.
yeah. So that's my.
So you
kinda
2 are coworkers, but you're a teenager and you're a teacher.
Yeah, so I'm
You're his teacher specifically.
I'm like maybe like a manager or
Right,
something.
you're a manager
at
there.
at the like it's like a go-kart mini golf, like one of those kind
Chelsea
of
Piers
spots.
kind of vibe.
Chelsea Piers.
It needs to
Yeah.
have something like ridiculous. Like, what's one thing that you would not want it to be like as an attraction? Like, it needs to be like
Parachute jump.
yeah, or like axe
Yeah.
throwing, or like
Axe throwing works.
or like
Yeah, axe throwing would be very
pig.
good.
Maybe it's like pig
Pig catching?
pig catching.
catching.
Yeah,
Hog calling?
hog. Yes, 100%.
I think
Like
I
4-H
am.
mini
I,
golf?
I am your teenage. I am your teenage son, but we're estranged because you're divorced, and I live with my mom.
We're dunking on him so hard.
Let me
I feel
see.
so
I've-
bad.
kinda-
I'm like,
no,
you're my
that's good.
teacher, but you suck, and you work at the same place as me.
I might.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think like this dude might be a little bit younger.
Too young.
Like a younger. Like this is like
Got
a
Got
you
it.
know hasn't quite gotten tenure as a gym
Got
teacher.
it. Got it.
Is working, is
All right.
supplementing their income as a manager at this golf mini golf
Yeah.
spot, and so, like, some tie, maybe again like
younger brother,
Younger
but our
bro-
parents are dead.
sure, yeah, like that works.
So
Younger
Okay.
brother, like
you're
parents
sort
are-
of raising me, sort of, because we live together. I'm going to school.
yeah,
Yeah?
sure, yeah, that works. Yep.
I'm definitely old, so I'm older
You're
than
older
you,
than me,
but
for
we're
sure.
buddies.
We're buddies.
But you could be like, we haven't established ages or anything
That's
yet.
right.
Too much. I'm kind of saying I'm in my like maybe mid-20s or something.
I'm saying like late mid-teens for me.
Okay.
Okay. What are you feeling for your character?
I was putting down 16 and a half because I want to have my
Mm.
permit, but I don't have my. It's been so long since I've needed
There's
one
something
of
in
these.
between.
There's an in between where you can drive by yourself,
Oh, yeah,
yourself, but
that's
you
newer.
can't drive at night
Oh right,
without parents.
right.
Thing. It's like there's
It's
learners.
like a curfew
and there's
card.
a-
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. So that's why I said 16.
I want to be
like-
younger than that. I'm thinking I'm more like 14. So I think you and
I'd
I
be
are
like
closer in age.
12.
Right. So you're like 12.
Yeah.
Are we just like super into like comics together? Or is there something like we nerd out on,
We
or
probably
something that we,
nerd out on?
Are we in a
something
band
crazy.
together?
We could be in a band. it could be like after school club.
yeah,
like we're in
after
the same
school club.
I mean, it could also
Um,
be you guys are about the same age, but because of like you've lost your parents, you're
Yeah,
like
I'm just a
you've, like,
little.
you've kind of
Yeah.
aged up and out.
You're
a
12.
little
I
bit.
wanted
we could do like school class. You're like more popular.
I wanted you to skip 2 grades.
Okay.
I want you to be super smart.
I could be 10 but smart as fuck.
Doogie.
Yeah, like you're
Go
10.
that
You're
way.
10, but in middle school.
Yeah.
I love that.
You and I are friends, though. Is what,
Yeah.
what I'm getting.
Yeah, school friends.
Like school friends.
But you have a marked like maturity.
you're
of-
like
Yeah.
I'm gonna take you under my wing.
Exactly.
Kind of school friends.
Exactly.
I just
s-
wanted you to be a super smart 10-year-old.
I'm
so
so
what's,
with it.
what is your all's relationship?
I think I lived in. I think I lived
We could
nearby. I
be
think you guys.
neighbors.
And like once I got my car, neighbors. Yeah. I
Yeah.
sometimes I give you a ride to school if I'm allowed.
Yeah, grew
But,
up
like-
together.
Yeah. And now
Cool.
it's weird that you're like almost in the same school as me.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
down.
So yeah, what thing are we clicking on? Why are we friends? Is it? Are we in a band? Are we? What are we doing?
We could be in band club together.
We're in band club together.
Like
yeah,
marching
like a
band.
like marching band.
So we're in marching band.
You
clubs.
play the drums, I play the trumpet, or vice
All right,
versa.
sick. All right, I'll take drums.
Oh, you 5,000% play the trumpet.
Yeah.
Mini golf place, and next thing we'll do is make locations.
Sparrow, because like you have like hippie parents,
Oh hell yeah.
Love it.
and of course you're two. You have
My
hippie
last
parents.
name, my last name is Sparrow because they changed their last names mutually.
Yeah.
So I'd be like
Mm.
Alex Sparrow.
Yes, but everyone just
Oh
calls
my
you
God.
Sparrow.
For sure.
Right.
Okay.
A
Like everyone
Spar.
calls you Ish.
Yeah.
So Coach
Ace, your Ace bar.
Ace bar.
Coach Dan Clover, 26-year-old coach, when it's not summer, and probably even on the weekends, he manages the mini golf location. He's pretty fit. He's like medium height. He wears these short terry cloth shorts, like short shorts.
Yep.
Has like a polo that's tucked into him, like with the buttons undone, of course, and a whistle. And he always wears a ball cap. So he's kind of always in the coach mode a little bit.
All right, I have a learner's permit. I think I work the batting cages, and I get hit with the balls a lot because it's my job to unclog them, and of course they immediately hit me all the time. I try way too hard to be cool, but I am unnaturally good at mini golf, and I wear a military jacket even no matter how hot it is, which I'm sure won't come back to bite me later. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm Alex Sparrow. I'm 10, but I skipped 2 grades. So it's like a natural cunning, I guess. I love like 90s attire and culture. So it's like I'm always wearing like either like a big sweater, overalls, hats, baseball jerseys, things like that. I'm scrappy. My favorite subject is science for sure.
I was imagining Alex, had a real strong crisscross face.
Oh, for sure.
And
Exactly.
Wore everything backwards for a full year.
I am playing as Donnie Clover. I'm a 13-year-old boy. I am really into my marching band class and learning how to play drums. I have long, unkempt hair that sort of hangs in my eyes. I wear a vintage Sublime t-shirt because I am also into the 90s. I wear cutoff jean shorts. I have skinned knees and wear Doc Martens. I am skinny, lanky, one might say.
Cool.
And I carry my drumsticks with me everywhere.
Nice.
All right. The last bit here we're going to do, I've handed everyone character cards.
That's right.
The hope and responsibility cards will describe people who your character wishes to believe in them. And insecurity and fear cards will describe personal flaws of your characters.
Okay.
And then these will be used to trigger social conflict throughout play. So now the last bits to do are assets and locations.
Oh, wait, did I make mine too specific? I did a 2006 Acura MDX.
I think that's pretty good.
I'm going to say a hunting rifle.
Nice.
So that's some stakes for you.
Toolkit.
Toolkit. Okay.
Nice.
Ken, what do you got?
Say mom's cell phone.
Yeah.
Nice. Good one.
In the same vein, we're going to make location cards.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, it could be a small enough town that it's like
Yeah.
K through 12 in one
Yeah.
There's probably is a
complex.
Probably.
I think there needs to be. I was gonna do the school.
Hmm.
You
and I
should
really
do
wanted
the
to
school.
Name, I really wanted to name it. I'm
Do
trying
it.
to think of who it's.
We
named
all go to
after.
the same school. It's K through 12.
Yeah. I was trying to think of who it's named after.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we have the
We
Thunders.
have the thunder. You can always do a thunder.
Zeus.
That's kind of funny. That'd be funny.
Thunder,
It's named
Mount
after a
Olympus High School.
Thunder Junior, Senior High School.
Thunder High.
Thunder High.
god. You know what? We talked about this before. It's obviously it needs to be Bruce Springsteen K through 12.
There you go.
Sure.
Yes.
Because they thought it was funny. They asked him. They asked him to, if he wanted the naming rights, and he actually donated a decent sum of money to the local public school. So it's actually named Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah,
K
and
through
we're the
12.
fighting
Stan.
bosses.
Yeah,
There you go.
100%.
Ken, do you have a location in
I do.
here?
Thunder Road Teen Center.
Okay.
Nice. They have like one N64.
Yep. There might be some
Um,
billiards. Some billiards.
Okay. I got where's the locations going? Here. The playground. Big jumbo gym, a black top that gets too hot,
Yep.
Yeah.
rickety swings, and a large set of sprinklers.
Nice.
Cool.
Sure.
I think I'm gonna do Lightning Springs,
Nice.
which is like the jagged sort of ski slopes
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the middle of this thing.
The tourist attraction.
Yeah, ski slopes and lodges. Yeah, they're like people hike them or whatever.
right,
and
exactly.
Yeah, and people still stay in the lot
In the lodge.
right,
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
lodges.
yeah.
Everything is sorted. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to run through our setup one more time. Maybe we'll intro our characters real quick again and get into telling our story.
Yep.
All right. So we have generated the town of Thunder Village. It is a ski town in upstate New York, pretty far up there. It is 2020 and it is summer. So school is out. The ski lodge is shut down for the summer in that people still stay there. They still hike on the mountain, but it is not a place that you come to ski because it's the summer. But they do have this annual event, the Halloween. It's a sort of summer solstice harvest festival, perhaps, that celebrates the town and is a gentle attraction, perhaps, where people get dressed up or something. We'll see what Halloween does. So our secret is the Alucard. It is a being that manifests as a talking pig. They are they're kind of this bright red, maybe almost a glowing red, sunburnt thing. And they have the ability to heal / push energy into other people or charge things, like maybe they charge the hot springs and allow, like they heal, they restore. They are a reverse vampire. And in the course of that, they also are sort of the antithesis. Their weakness is darkness and the night. So that is why they are in full swing at the summer solstice. And yeah, that is our secret. The pursuer is Dr. E.J. Thunder III. He is part of an old family that used to come here regularly. In fact, they're the ones this town is named after. An ancestor of this doctor had saved the town at one point, and his family continued to come here because of the restorative properties of the springs, and they helped establish this town to maintain that. And as they were back, making their fortune elsewhere, E.J. Thunder has come to find this source of healing, to get the root of it, because he works for Brovardis, a large pharmaceutical company that wants to... Dr. E.J. initially just wants this thing so that he himself can be healed. He can kind of get the cure for full and for real and be whole again, or whatever, this genetic disorder that runs in the Thunder family. Brovardis wants to, as he's pitched them on them, he sold them on this idea that they could mass produce and this Alucard genetically or whatever, like somehow get it out there and have the ultimate white meat that is that is Alucard pork or whatever. So they want to mass produce this cure. And the danger is this heat wave, this extreme drought that is hitting upstate New York and brings with it all sorts of possible threats, from heat lightning to power outages to heat exhaustion. The lake levels are low, so our watery activities are impacted, and cars could stall out. The roads tar is all sticky. The heat lightning could cause wildfires. There are all sorts of possibilities here that come with this extreme drought, and that is what we're dealing with in the middle of. Around our town, we have Bruce Springsteen K through 12, the Fighting Bosses, the school building that he got naming rights for, and they also have the Thunder Road Teen Center, which is a nice place for us kids. So location, we also have the playground. It's a big old jungle gym with a black top that gets way too hot, and it's got some rickety swings and large sprinklers, many a dangerous good time there. We also have Lightning Springs, which is the name of the ski slopes and lodges up on the mountain that right now are more, again, for seasonal tourism and hikers. So people getting summer activities in. All right, so our characters, I am playing Coach Dan Clover. He is a coach at the local high school at Bruce Springsteen K through 12, 26-year-old. His folks have passed away. They're sort of townies. He supplements his income by working as a manager at the mini golf spot. TBD on the name. We'll come with one. It'll come to one. He wears these short terry cloth shorts. Has a polo that keeps it unbuttoned. It's got he's wearing the mini golf. Usually it's like the Springsteen logo on it for this thing, but right now he's got the mini golf location button polo on. He's got a whistle and a ball cap and generally a coach. So that is Coach Clover. And he has a younger brother.
Indeed, the reason he has to make some extra money is because he has to take care of his younger brother, 13-year-old Donnie Clover. Donnie and Dan's parents were killed in a car accident, possibly killed in the past. Who knows? But since then, Donnie has been taken care of by his older brother. Donnie is really into his marching band class. He sort of styles himself as a sort of a punk rock drummer, sort of a wannabe. He's 13 years old. He has long hair that sort of hangs in his eyes. He wears a vintage Sublime t-shirt. He has cut-off jean shorts and skin knees. He wears Doc Martens. He always carries his drumsticks around with him. He's very lanky. And he is close friends with Asar's character.
Yes, I am Alex Sparrow, a.k.a. A-Spar. First of her name, she is 10, but she skipped 2 grades, so she is in the same school as Donnie, plays the trumpet in the marching band, loves 90s clothes and culture, had a big backwards phase, big sweaters with like prints on it, overalls, like the big baseball hat and jerseys and all that. She's quite scrappy. Always willing to jump in the mud and likes to build things, like the go-to person for your IKEA furniture.
All right.
Alex Sparrow's neighbor is Ishmael Berkowitz, a.k.a. Ish. Ish is incredibly awkward. His body is just like freaking the fuck out at puberty. I think he's one of those kids who got like really, really heavy acne, like the stuff that you need Proactive for.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's on like the downswing of that, so it's still like scarring a little bit. He's also like pretty overweight and tries to keep anyone else from noticing by wearing a military jacket, even in the summer, and he sweats a whole lot. He also works at the mini golf / batting cages, where Coach Clover is his manager. He works in the batting cages, and he gets hit by balls all the time because it's his job to unclog the pitching machine when it gets gone, and then he gets hit by the stuff. He thinks of himself as pretty talentless and pretty regular. He's not really in any AP classes. He doesn't really do any extracurricular activities, but like, man, he's so good at mini golf.
Before we get into Act 1, I've done a little bit of preparation here on top of everything. So this is sort of the current state of our story. We're going to put 1 die on the secret card. This is the power of the secret at the start of the game. And I've put dice equal to the number of players on the danger and pursuer card. This is the power of the danger and pursuer at the start of that act. And then I've also built our initial opposition pool, which is going to be 3 going into Act 1. The last piece, maybe when we come back, we'll answer this last question when we get started. So the first question we're going to have to figure out before we get into scenes is, how did we discover the secret? Was there, is it one of us that has discovered it? How is the secret discovered?
Aspar
Yes.
and Donnie discovered it. We decided that we were going to enter it into the 4-H pig contest for Halloween.
Definitely. There's a big pig contest.
There's a
and
big
we're
pig
trying to win the
contest.
prize.
Pig contest.
And we want to win the prize. I don't know what that prize is.
So are you
just
saying
yet.
this feels like cheating? So are you going to rig the big pig contest?
I don't know. How is it cheating? We found this pig.
It just heals. It's just a really big
So
pig. We don't know it heals yet.
I
Well,
think
if you garnish it, then you put a sprig when you rig the big
there
pig
you
contest.
go.
So also, like, the other kind of question of this reveal is also, like, when did the group kind of decide to protect the secret?
I don't know this thing talks, or I
Mhm.
don't believe it talks.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe you do. Maybe you believe it talks. You know it
Definitely.
talks.
Yeah.
We found this thing in the woods. We were
Mhm.
walking around,
Yeah.
and we were like, "Oh, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's put it into the big pig contest
I
and
was
win
like, I
that
love
shit."
pigs. I want a pig. This is my pet.
And I want that money so that we
Yeah.
can buy equipment for our band.
For sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And-
When do you guys figure out that it heals first? Or you think you find out that it talks first?
I think, like, I'll propose this out, that you guys got it to this, like, pre-staging 4-H kind of area, and one of you fell in and
Right.
got hurt, and the pig healed you
hmm
and
Yeah.
spoke to you, and that's when you're like, oh shit, this is the golden goose. We can't, this is not pig festival
Yeah.
Halloween material. This
That's
is something
right.
totally different.
So you guys are outside, and I think the guy who's running it, Mr. Feldspar, who's the guy who runs the 4-H the 4-H club. He says, "Well, everyone should bring their pigs down for the initial weighing. Boys, come over here." Because unfortunately he thinks that Alex Sparrow is a boy because he's a big doofus. "Boys, come over here. I see your pig. You need to bring it into the staging area."
So we found it in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
We brought it in. Mr. Feldspar was having us weigh it.
Yeah.
And yeah, like some shit happened where like
Someone fell
some
into a
rusty
ditch.
shit like cut you or cut me or something like that.
Or like we get like
There's an auto gate that they use.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's also they use it for like rodeos or whatever.
Exactly.
And so the auto gate triggered and you lost balance and fell into the pen and got trampled by these other pigs or whatever
Word.
as they run out. And you're like, oh, this is bad. Your
yeah, you're
head's
like
bleeding. They're
bruised
pulling
and
you out.
shit.
And the pig, like you pull them out the other way and the Alucard pig follows you and heals.
What do we call this pig?
Love it.
By the way,
Does it tell you its name?
maybe we call
Well,
it.
Let's
the
Okay,
Alucard, the
awesome.
He needs to have like.
I'm like, what's Picard? Obviously.
Picard,
Yeah,
pig card.
pig card.
Wow.
That's what I thought you said. When you say Alucard, I think you say pig card.
I like that.
All right.
All right, so that's generally how.
Yeah, you guys
so
kinda-
we
that's-
realize it heals. So we want to
You
protect this
stumble
thing.
upon it.
Definitely.
Sorry. So
So
who's
maybe-
the spotlight?
Where do we start with the spotlight? Why don't we start with me with the spotlight?
Yeah.
So the question is, does Alucard speak to? That's it. Does Alucard speak to who's around?
Is like what are the stakes?
Well, the stakes are trying to get someone to believe that this pig talks.
Has it spoke to you yet?
Has it spoken to me
It
yet?
spoke to me.
It spoke
Okay.
to you when
Yeah.
it was healing you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yes is good if it speaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That means it's revealing itself, and whoever hears it would hear it and possibly believe that it's speaking.
Okay. Does Alucard speak?
Scene,
Trigger
I
that.
guess.
Who's in the scene?
So I know it's going to be me, and I think I want it to be Ace Bar.
Mm-hmm.
I'll use my one free one for Ace Bar
Let's go.
Okay.
because I don't believe that this pig talks.
Mhm.
That's sort of where we're at right now. I'm a little bit older than you, and you said you heard it say its name to
Yeah.
you.
It healed me.
This is like after the 4-H club.
Okay.
We're at your house
Okay.
with the pig. It's probably like late afternoon, so after afternoon cartoons are done basically.
Okay.
For the real programming has begun, as it were.
Wrestling.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
You guys are
anymore.
just like hanging in one of your houses.
Yeah.
Chilling
yeah,
at the
we're
pit.
chilling
It's a
this-
crib
chilling
with
with
the
the
Just
kid.
chilling with this pig, and I'm like, Ace Bar, you should be bleeding right now. Wow, what is this? What is this creature?
Well, it's a friend of ours.
Friend, man, this is some sort of magic pig or something, but that can't be. That can't be right.
I
Maybe
mean,
this is some sort of.
Did you see me
miracle?
Did you see what happened earlier, and you see me now?
I saw you, man. I was jumping in there to get you, Alex. I mean, we've been friends for a while, and you're. I mean, I don't want to be mean, but you're kind of, small. So I wanted to make sure that you were okay.
The pig made sure I was okay.
What'd you say that pig's name was again?
The pig, it
You said
it
Picard,
said
right?
it's told me a name. I'm not too good with words, I'm a lot better with like numbers.
I know.
It I can't really understand what it said, but it said pig card.
Mm.
I'm gonna just give it the name of where we found it, the
Hmm.
forest where we found it. So let's say Watkins.
Watkins. All right, Watkins. I've never seen a pig like you before, but I mean, we got to figure out what to do with this thing. Maybe we should take it to a hospital or something. I don't know,
Do you-
or maybe it has other powers. Maybe it can like lay golden eggs.
You want to test it?
I look at Watkins.
Watkins is currently eating the bowl of. Wait, whose house are we at? We're at
My
your
house.
house.
Yeah.
Okay, so Watkins is currently eating the Trader Joe's brand Joe's O's bowl that you've set out for him.
Well, how are we gonna test it, Aspar. Do you have another one of your ideas?
Well, I mean, if it healed me, it could heal something else. So let's go find a broken thing.
Man, that's dark. Kind of metal. All right. Let's go out into your back barn. Didn't your mom like set up mouse traps and stuff back there?
Oh, we got some mice. We definitely got some mice.
we lead Watkins
Mm-hmm.
back to the,
Watkins is big. He walks real slow.
yeah, sways. Sort of a potbelly pig.
For sure.
And we lead Watkins out to the back, and there is, in fact, a freshly caught mouse.
Mhm.
It is in a mouse glue trap. It's like it's one of its legs has been broken. It's like trying to free itself.
It's like one of those. It's one of those traps that you buy that you think are more humane, but like
Yeah.
they're actually not. They're
Yeah.
way worse
Yeah.
because
Way
they
worse.
don't actually work.
Exactly. I'm like, okay, Watkins, do your thing. Now seems like a good time.
Sure,
maybe to
go
roll.
for it. So
So-
you're gonna roll.
I have one for my own innocence. I have. Oh, that's not good.
Okay.
I lose. Totally.
Okay. So
and
and the secret loses
loses.
a die.
that's bad.
So
no,
no.
Watkins does not talk.
Doesn't talk.
Doesn't talk.
Doesn't
Okay. So
heal
play
the
it out. What
mouse.
does that mean?
So the mouse is there, and I'm all right. Watkins, do it.
Mhm.
And Watkins just goes.
Smells the mouse.
Yep. smells
Licks
the
it a little
mouse.
bit. Like takes a little nibble and is just like, no, I don't like
nah,
this.
dude.
I don't
Nah,
like
dude.
this.
And then just sort of like sloughs down, like sort of on its side, like it's gonna take a nap.
We'll go to you for the spotlight scene.
Okay. My question is, can Watkins heal my plants?
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. I
Cool.
know that Watkins healed me
Yeah. Can
when I
Watkins
sprained
heal
my ankle,
plants?
like doing the thing, and I have plants that are dying. Can it lick my plants and heal them?
Yes. Who's in the scene with you?
I'm gonna put Ishmael in because we share the garden.
That's
Sure.
right.
Yep.
So Ish is there. Cool.
Yeah,
So you and Ish.
Ish.
Or
We
bring
have
in
this
other characters.
garden
Yep. Or bring.
in our house.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like it's in the like backyards that connects both of our houses.
Mm-hmm.
I have my toolkit.
What pillar are we putting in play here? Is it
I would say the danger because
Yeah.
I don't know yet that the danger is the reason why my plants aren't growing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool.
Because it's really freaking
really hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super hot. Okay. So you two are there. Watkins is there. What do you say, or what is?
I'm gonna say Watkins. I'm like feeding it like all the food I have just because I feel like this is what pigs like. Watkins, what are you? I got a little plant. I need help with Watkins. I don't know what to do with it. I feel terrible about it. And like I feel like I'm killing my friends.
No, go ahead. No, I wanted to-
Watkins is like totally looking at you like with a lot of like genuine like understanding.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're eye to eye.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, well, I'm not. I'm talking to this pig like straight in the eye. I got my knees. I'm on my knees looking at him. We're like nose to nose, and I'm like, can you help me?
Snout to snout.
I think this is about the time where Ish is looking over their shared fence, and Ish says, "Man, Sparrow, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing with that pig?"
I'm fixing my plants. Is what I'm doing.
What? How? No, because what it looks like you're doing is that you found a pig roaming around anywhere, somewhere, and now you're you're looking at it in the eye. You're trying to mind meld with it. I know you don't have any friends, but this is another level, man.
This pig spoke to me. This pig helped me when I was down. I believe in him. I trust him. He's my best friend. I will die for this pig.
This has escalated quickly. I don't. What the fuck, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously, I honestly you don't have anything better to do.
Have you ever seen a pig this good?
that seems wildly not part of what we're talking about right now. Like,
Doesn't he look good?
No, he's blistered. He's like this pig has been outside and sunburning the whole time. So what do you? First of all, this pig looks like shit. First of all, let's start there. Second of all, you're fucking weird. Third of all, give the pig back. Did you steal it from the contest? Because that definitely sounds like something you would do.
I put it in the contest. And in the contest, do you remember in the contest when all the pigs were running out of the gate and there was a whole scene within the town? A lot of people were appalled by it, but nothing actually happened except me getting trampled. Do you remember that?
I do.
Watkins spoke to me.
All right. You know what? Okay, so I'm going to climb over the fence, and it's very awkward, and I fall. I'm like, stop, shut up. And I get up, and I want to grab the pig by the face, and I want to look at it in the face. And because it looks like this is just some fucking pig. Sparrow, Alex, give the pig back.
Trust me first.
Please, fine, do one of your weird fucking experiments, and then you know what? If you can't forget, this pig doesn't do anything, then you need to clean my car, and I'm gonna stop having to pick you up after marching band practice because you smell like anus.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stop doing that.
It seems like a good time to roll.
Yes.
All right, so you rolled all three of these plus one, and you roll with these as well.
Okay.
And you're rolling against the danger. So if you win, one goes away, and if you lose, we add one.
Shit.
Push. No, not push. Lose.
We lost.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, the danger.
Danger gains.
Danger's good.
Okay, so the answer to can Watkins heal my plants is
No.
So I guess Watkins can only heal people.
Well, Watkins is like doesn't do anything, right?
Yeah,
You're all like,
doesn't even
do
try.
your thing, Watkins.
I haven't. Watkins, go for it. And he just falls, looks at me, snorts, starts licking itself. Just doesn't, like, nobody believes me.
Nice. Cool. I'm excited to not have to drive you anywhere. And you and Donnie smell like sweaty children, and now I won't have to deal with that anymore. And my car is going to be so pretty. Thank you so much, you weird fucking idiot. Goodbye. I got to go to work. Can't believe I fucking watched a pig eat its own shit.
So spotlight shifts to you.
Okay. I think the question is, will Bruce Springsteen K through 12 be a safe haven in the town? I like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna start out at. I want to leverage either my car or Bruce Springsteen K through 12.
You can do one or the other.
I know. So
which one of the pillars do you think you want to?
I think it has to be. I honestly it has
Wanna
to be
do danger?
danger because it's becoming kind of a hazard over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can be either one. I want to use both in the scene, but I just want to leverage one. But I think that I'll do Bruce Springsteen K through 12.
Yeah.
I think that I start out at work and I'm with Coach Dan.
Okay.
I'm at work and I'm sweating so much. I am sweating through all of my shirts and my jacket. It is so hot. It is like 100 and muggy, and I just can't. I can't even do it at work anymore, and I need to go inside. The only air conditioning is in the office, which is probably where your manager stuff is, and I need to go inside. I know it's not my break, but like I just need to go inside.
Ishi, did you clean all the balls out of the thing?
Oh yeah, I did. I'm so nasty. I'm so gross. Can I be here? I clean out like 50% of them. Only 10% of them hit me. That's like that's like 20% of them didn't hit me. It's fine. I'm just so gross.
Take off the army jacket, dude.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's time, man. This is like, it's high season. It's Halloween. You know what? Go
I
as
hate
a kid who
Halloween.
doesn't wear a fucking army jacket in the summer for Halloween.
I hate. It's so mean how you can be mean to me when we're not in school. I hate that's no. I'm not. I'm not
That's
doing any of
why
that.
that is the one good thing I get out of my day is when I can be mean to one of you kids, because I'm in charge here.
I can tell you're in charge of the length of shorts that you wear, and you're in charge of the kids.
You
that
like
get to
those? The
talk to.
legs go up on the desk a little, like
I
oh,
don't. I
And it's-
super
You
don't.
know, this is how I keep cool.
I think
I
you're
keep
showing
the
enough
boys
skin.
cool here.
You're showing enough skin for the both of us, sir. Can I just stand here for like 2 minutes and I'm gonna finish up? It's so hot. I can't.
listen, you're gonna get sick being out here. Like there are very few people out here. So yeah, hang out for a bit. That's fine. It's fine.
I'm drinking water. I have enough water. I'm fine. And I pull out like a Nalgene that has like a quarter filled. I drank this. I poured half of it on me, and I drank half of that, which is also 20%. I'm very good at math.
All right. Well, there's a birthday party rolling through soon, and we got to get set up for that. So I'm telling you, man, shed that jacket, or you're just gonna end up on the ground.
I'm gonna say first no, and second, if there is a birthday party coming, do we have enough coolers for all those kids?
I mean, listen, the next thing I'm going to go out. Actually, I need to go see if I can get the sprinklers working, because then I can at least run those and keep some people cool. But
Aren't there? Listen, I don't know. Aren't there more at the school? I mean, like, I feel like if I can't be the only one who's sweating this much, if we set up the ones at the school, or we bring the ones from the school to fucking Happy Fun Hideaway, Happy Fun Hideaway, then maybe we'll be able to keep all these kids cool, and I also will drink the water, and I won't pass out, and no promises on the jacket.
All right. So, I mean, I guess we'll check the rate. Do you think the schools? I mean, if it's open now, it means that they're staging stuff for this heat wave there. But I don't know. I mean, again, Halloween's right around the corner. People are focused elsewhere. Do you think the town's gonna just open the school up right now?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on the school. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. And I run out and I hop in my car and I turn it on immediately to blast the AC in my 2006 Acura MDX. And I'm gonna drive over and put on Fall Out Boy as loud as I can, and I'm gonna drive over to the school and see what's going on with their cooling situation.
Okay.
Their liquid
All right.
situation.
This red one was the one you spent.
Leverage. That's why you have 4.
All right, here we go.
Come on.
Oh,
come on.
yeah.
Yes.
All right.
2 successes. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna drive over to the school, and it's so hot that no one cares that I'm driving with a permit and no one is in the car with me. So I'm gonna go over and I hop out and I can park in the teachers lot because nobody's there. And I'm gonna go into the office. I think there has to be a secretary there.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you expect no one to be there, and you come around and there's like actually like town municipal people who are like unloading trucks with bottled water, and they've got like a generator up to like, and they're gassing those up.
And
it's
there's
like,
there has to be like a giant fan for
Yeah,
no
a big
reason.
fan.
And I'm just like standing in front of the giant fan. I got to talk to somebody to see if I can borrow some coolers that I can throw in the car. So I think I need to talk to one of either like the secretary. There's a secretary who always works at the school who knows where everything is, or maybe there's a municipal person.
Yeah, and you roll over to them, and I think that's
The
the
scene.
resolution.
You get it.
Yeah, like you'll get it, but yeah, you use the coach's name and says, Coach, whatever. Says
Miss Archer, it's fine. Coach Clover said I could get some of these water things. We needed a Happy Fun Hideaway. There's a bunch of 9-year-olds who's gonna come over and mess up the mini golf. We need to make sure that they don't pass out. I think
Well,
that's
if Coach Culver said,
That's right. Coach Clover said it was fine. I remember exactly. So I'm gonna take 3 or 4 coolers, throw them in my car, and then drive them back to the Happy Fun Hideaway.
a couple extra things, a Gatorade, and
It's true. It's true. I stand in front of the fan for another 5 minutes, and then I get back in my car.
All right. So, question. I'm gonna fast forward things a little bit.
cool.
Does the pursuer not recognize Alucard? Coach is in the scene. This is at the Happy Fun Hideaway, mini golf and
Batting
go-kart,
cage,
batting
cages, and go kart.
locale. It's nearing end of day. I'm gonna say that you're back.
Yeah.
From the thing. Alex has brought the pig over
Okay.
Yeah.
to the golf course.
Okay. I'm part of the birthday party.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
part of the birthday
You're
party.
10.
And I
Like,
just
you're
take
10.
Watkins with me everywhere now.
Yeah. And so I'm using my point to leverage you into this scene.
I'm gonna yell at Sparrow for bringing Watkins over. Like, you are not putting that pig in my car. You're not.
And
You
so
fucking,
we're-
already
you
in
fucking twerp.
there.
You are not putting no. How did
It's already
how did that even
there.
happen?
Look at
you
him.
popped the lock of my car, and Watkins is just in my car now.
Look at him. He's healing your seats. He's fixing all the messed up leather.
No,
Look at
that's
that.
what he was doing in the first place. I fucking hate you so much.
All right. So the coach is watching this birthday party kind of like play out, wrap up. They're playing mini golf. Alex has just been hanging out with this pig off to
Yeah.
the side.
I think I would like this to come into play.
So my insecurity not cut out to be an adult is going to come into play.
Mm.
The moms who are running this birthday party are getting blitzed.
Yeah.
They've,
Yeah, 100%.
They've brought some booze.
It's so hot out.
And
It's so hot
so-
out.
No, we
So-
brought our own drinks from home. It's fine, Coach.
They got limaritas
Yeah.
on deck.
It's,
So-
it's in my cooler.
So Coach Dan and Ish are playing babysitter a little bit. And the coach is, this party was supposed to be over an hour ago. He's got to lock stuff up. And it's also really hot still, even though the sun is getting close to setting. And as the sun is getting close to setting, this pig is squealing its head off.
Same. We all know that feeling. Am I right?
The coach pushes his
Yes,
fists
queen.
against his eyes and is like, "Oh, okay. Ish, come on, buddy. I need your help to fucking, I don't know. Let's start pushing people towards their cars for me, all right?"
Okay, but I don't want to be around any of the moms anymore. They smell like gin and also mistakes.
Ish.
That's fair. I deserve that one. Good thing we're not in school. All right, kids. Let me teach you how to hit it actually into the clown's mouth. I'm much better at this than you think I would be. And I start getting all of the kids. We go over to 18th hole, and which is a clown's mouth, but you need to get it through like each one of the holes in like the clown's body, so it goes around in like a really pattern. And I'm like, all right, so you might think that you need to hit it as hard as possible, but actually it's a lot of finesse the way that gravity works, which everyone knows comes from the moon, right?
Alex, what? Miss Sparrow, what is? You can't have a pig here.
But
This isn't like 4-H. This isn't a farm. This isn't. There's a whole place over at the the fairgrounds for Halloween where you can bring the pig. Like, you can't have it here.
why are you telling me this on the 18th hole?
I've been trying to tell. Oh my God,
That's a great fucking question, man.
Miss Sparrow, I don't have time for your baloney today. I am over it. I have too much going on. It is way too hot for this silliness. Like, the fact that I haven't gotten to the fact that you brought a pig to a birthday party it just shows you how busy I am today and how I just don't have time for this.
I can't leave the pig alone.
That is the sound of when you get into the proper 18th hole and you actually get into the clown's mouth. And then you see that like every single one of the 9 and 10-year-olds are doing it off of my teaching of them. So they get like 10 free games. Each child gets a free game. They're like, all right, I guess we're done. All right, kids, just come back and redeem your free game when it's not so hot. I'll see you later. Mrs. Connery, Mrs. Showbatone, Mrs. Martinez, please, are you guys good to drive? I'm sure you are. All right, take your kids. Coach, I did it.
Okay. All right. Great. Oh my God.
And then the song just keeps going.
Miss Sparrow, are your parents coming? How'd you even get here? Ish, who is are the sparrows even here?
They are not here, no.
How did you get here?
Ish drove me.
Oh my God, Ish, what are you doing to me?
Listen, I looked around and okay, here's the pig was not there. The pig was was there as well. What am I doing? I'm trying to invest. It's so hot.
But again, all right, look. Take the pig back to the 4-H right now.
Okay.
Right? Like, we don't need a pig here, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, who
think-
doesn't want him here?
That's what you hear, like an engine rev.
Yeah, engine rev.
And a squeal of tires as a like a newer PT Cruiser pulls up.
2020 PT
Let's
Cruiser.
say it's a 2020 Humvee. How about that?
Yeah.
the H5.
Ah, yes, the
It's good.
H5.
So the
Nice.
H5 peels up, and out steps the pursuer.
Beautiful, beautiful
EJ Thunder.
woman. Oh no, I guess we didn't go with woman. We went with man, didn't
Man,
we?
yeah.
Beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
Beautiful
He's too
man.
attractive.
He's
It's
so
not
gorgeous.
fair.
Oh, yeah.
It's not
He has
fair.
he has a true dimple in his
Yeah.
chin.
When he
does.
when he steps out, there's actually like the Humvee pulls up,
Yeah.
and there's a statue near this mini golf thing
Yes.
of Elijah Thunder,
Yeah.
like in his finest in bronze. And as he steps out of the Humvee, the camera, you see these two, his head sort of
Yep,
steps in front of his
exactly.
ancestor's head. And he's got like, where the ancestor's benevolent smile is replaced with this like, just like
All teeth.
shit-eating grin.
Yeah, all teeth.
Like, yeah.
And as the camera pulls back,
So
I mean,
smarmy.
he's dressed like Miami Vice, basically, like super,
Oh,
like
linen, too.
linen, flashy. His coat has like shoulder pads in it, maybe to make him
Mhm.
seem a little bit broader, almost as if he might be hiding something underneath all this clothing.
And it's more muscles.
Yeah, more muscle. But as the door opens, like all this like condensation of the air inside is like basically misting out because it's so hot outside and so cold
Mixing
inside.
with the like
Yeah,
black
exactly.
fumes coming from
Yeah.
the exhaust pipe. But hey, buddy, listen, we're closing up for the day.
I'm sure you can make an exception for me. I'm EJ Thunder. Pleased to meet you.
That EJ Thunder? I don't actually know. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I was making a joke.
It's ish.
There was your
buddy,
name.
help Alex get the pig out of here. What?
Fine.
So what? So yeah, go, buddy. Sorry again. We're closing up. I'm trying to wrap this up for the day. Mini golf is over. Be careful, drunk moms driving away.
Woo!
That's
Let's
why-
go, kids.
That's why I'm here. I have free samples of a miracle drug which will clear that intoxication right up.
Oh, really? I could.
Here you go,
You
miss.
can't use it, and I intercept. I intercept
Brovardis
the
says
Brovardis
thank you.
before it gets to Ish.
Sorry, I
these
was
kids-
Mrs. Martinez. I was Mrs.
Oh,
Martinez
okay.
there.
But Ish is pulling for him too.
No, it's like, oh, I could use that. That
No,
sounds
you can't.
interesting.
You're 16 and a half. You shouldn't
Fair.
even be driving without an adult in the car.
How about you,
Jesus.
kid? Do you want to give some to your parents? Hey, that's a nice pig there.
Mister, you're not hot in that suit.
I think we're gonna roll. I think this is a good spot.
Oh, 'Cause you're so full of whimsy.
I'm all hope.
Oh, you lucky
Okay.
bastard.
So
Okay.
it is a
Push.
It is
It's a
Which
tie
is
goes to the
tie
runner.
goes
tie
to the
goes to
runner,
runner.
yeah.
So we are going to weaken the pursuer. Listen, buddy. This is just some kid's pig. Again, we're closing up shop. Don't stress it. Miss Sparrow. Ish is gonna. I'm sorry, Mr. Thunder. Right?
Keep your
Or
shorts
like the
on.
town Thunder.
Keep your shorts on.
That's ridiculous.
Coach.
Did you know this
Keep your
town is
shorts on.
we're founded by the Thunders?
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, all right. Anyhow, listen, Ish, I'll
Yeah.
ride with you to drop off the pig. And, buddy, listen, great. I'm sure down at the bar they'll use your drugs or whatever. Have a good day.
You too, Coach Shorts.
All right, I'm gonna get in the pig. I'm gonna get the pig in the car, and I'm gonna say to Alex, I'm like, you are gonna have to clean my car after the pig has been in there.
He doesn't make a mess.
Impossible. He's a pig.
You'll see. There's no mess.
Okay, fine. So I think we all get in the car, and we're gonna drive back to Sparrows. And we'll
right.
drive all the back
All
to
right.
Sparrows.
Cool.
All right.
All right. So that's my scene. So we're coming back around.
So I want the scene to be with the two other kids. I'll pull in Ish for free, and I'll spurn one to pull in Sparrow. The question I have is, does Watkins talk to the three of us?
Maybe let's ramp it
Want to
up.
ramp it up?
Like, let's say,
Does Watkins save our lives or something like that? Like,
yeah.
or does
or like,
Watkins save
are-
us from injury?
Yes, I think it's that because I have an idea.
Okay.
And I think that I have an idea for this.
Cool. Does Watkins save us from injury?
and because that's open enough
Yeah.
that the
It
injury could be
it could
before or
before,
like,
after. It could
yeah.
be tiny, small, whatever. It could have big, whatever. You want.
the pillar is
The wood pillar is definitely going to be the a la carte for sure.
And you spent your point to
I
get
spent
in.
my point to get in
Ish.
one other character. Acura MDX, 2006 Acura MDX, pulls up.
Smells like so much pig.
Yeah, smells. And I've been waiting outside your homes basically. We live a little bit further away in like an apartment complex or whatever. We don't have our own home. I've just been sort of like hanging out. I'm like drumming on the sidewalk. My lanky hair has gotten even lankier and lankier as it's just sweat soaked. I am sweat soaked as well. I wear jean shorts. I have doffed my Sublime t-shirt. So I'm just like whatever, 13-year-old kid without his shirt on, hanging out.
Sounds about right.
Yep. And
Jesus.
oh no. Okay. This is my insecurity on me. All right, cool.
I like. We're just gonna fuck them up.
All right. So you guys pull up, and I like hop up and head over to the car, and I'm like, where have you been? You were at that party? I thought that kid's party was gonna be done like hours ago.
There was a creep. It was weird.
A creep. Was my brother there?
Yeah, he's my boss. Donnie? Do you even use your brain, or just like it's just there for show?
I can't. You can see my brain?
Yes, I can. All right, great. All right, get the pig out. Great, get the pig out.
All right, he's here.
So what?
Why do
Oh,
you have-
Watkins!
why do you
my
have-
man!
Oh my.
What do you have against Watkins?
I don't. You know what? You know what I have against Watkins?
What's wrong
He's
with
a
Watkins?
fucking pig who you're toting around like he's a chihuahua.
Have you ever cuddled with him? He's a really nice, really soft.
And nasty and disgusting. Are
yeah,
you
but
serious?
That's part of the charm.
Charm? Charm? What do you mean charm?
I mean, we have to keep Watkins, like, safe. Watkins is a special pig.
Why?
Yeah, he's a special pig. He's my special boy. He helped me out in a time of need. You just don't believe
What?
in
Okay,
him.
what does that even mean? What does that mean exactly? What time of need?
Do you remember?
You told me this earlier today. I said no. No. What happened to you?
Well-
I saw it.
Okay,
I saw it.
Donnie,
Donnie
what
was
happened
there.
to Sparrow?
Alex, she was opening the gate so that Watkins could come through to be weighed. But
Mhm.
then the gate got stuck and all the pigs were coming out.
Okay,
And Sparrow was knocked over.
sounds right.
And then the pigs were like trampling her.
trampling
Because
me.
you're an idiot. Yep, I
Yeah,
got it.
I was
And-
there.
and
You
then-
were,
But then
you're dumb and
Watkins
small.
like stopped and was like this moment of like pure like silence and I don't know. It's like all the pigs ran off and I mean I saw the blood. I saw them hitting you.
Mhm.
but- After Watkins, you were fine.
yeah, he.
but I was
licked
like-
me, dressed
Okay.
my wounds with love.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this responsibility card to Donnie.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go over to the garden, and there are some pruning shears there.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, fine. Well, it seems obviously that it doesn't heal plants and only heals people. So you know what we're gonna do, Donnie? You smart fucking kid. We're gonna just give you a little. We're gonna cut your hand open with these shears, and we're gonna see what this pig does to heal you. How does that sound, man? I think that's the only way for us to figure this out, because obviously you care so much about this fucking pig more than actually you can't use the brain that is stuck in your head. So I'm gesturing with the shears
Yeah,
at you.
yeah, totally. And I'm like, get away! I look super scared. I am shying away from you, putting my hands behind my back.
Yeah.
I still don't have my shirt on, and I just sort of get like this look of like fear on my face. Not fear. I guess it is fear. It's almost like embarrassment as my face starts to turn very red. I'm not only hiding my hands behind my back at this point, both hands are like over
Tighter.
my ass, and I'm like pushing them tighter and tighter into my ass. I was
What is
trying
your
to keep
insecurity?
something in or
Oh,
something
Jesus
like that.
Christ.
You're coming at me menacing with the shears. I'm like freaking out that I'm like having some PTSD back to when I like crap my pants or something like that. And all I'm stammering as you're coming towards me is like tuba, tuba. Like, just like I'm like having some
You
weird
can do
episode, and I'm like, don't cut me. I didn't see the pig do
Listen,
anything.
if
I
cut
swear.
you, obviously, if I cut you, the pig's just gonna heal it, so it's fine.
No,
it really
no,
is nothing.
It didn't. It didn't. I don't think maybe I didn't see
Okay,
anything. Maybe.
So we found out that the pig doesn't actually do anything. You are a tiny child who is resilient and actually nothing.
Well, why don't
happens.
you cut me?
And whoa, I think now is the perfect time for us to roll.
Okay.
As you're like, you're like, oh, ha ha ha, like you're finally coming to your
Yeah.
senses. Like this pig will not, whatever, do what you say it will, and you're agreeing with me, and you're just a stupid kid.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we add one here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now
And-
Alucard gets a die.
Right, correct. The answer to our question then is yes. And our question was,
Does Watkins keep us from injury?
you're like,
does
you
he
dumb
save you?
kid, like I knew that you were going to come around and like obviously fess up that you were lying and that this is fake. Take responsibility for your damn life. At that point, Ish is like gesturing wildly with these shears
Oh, no, God.
and is sort of like in the throes of like, ha ha ha, I told you so, I'm right. And is like so confident. And that's when he slips and the shears go directly into one of my feet. Like
Oh.
open, like chunk.
Damn.
And I'm like, ah! I start crying, screaming, like, ah!
I don't think it's that bad. I think, Johnny, chill out, man. Johnny,
What
it's
do you
all
do?
right.
I'm just patting Watkins the entire time,
You're zen. You're
Whispering-
super zen.
whispering in his ear, "You know what to do, buddy. You know what to do, buddy."
And he-
Go patting him in the booty.
Yeah, and he just trundles over and like sort of bites onto the shears, pulls them out, and then just sort of like licks my toe, basically,
yeah.
as like this glowing light. Watkins is glowing. The glow moves down to my foot. My foot's glowing. The tears that I had fading. My anxiety, my pain is fading. It's clear that though my shoe may have a bit of blood on it, there's not like blood gouting out of my shoe.
What the fuck?
And I think that's where we'll end.
All right.
I love it.
Okay, my question: can the pursuer survive without Watkins?
Oh,
I want to
Okay.
bring the
That-
pursuer more into the
that's an interesting question. Okay.
mix. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so what we want to figure out here is, right, like,
without Watkins.
so we want, that's what we kind of want to learn, right?
Mhm.
So within that framework, like, what is a good thing for us, right?
Mhm.
What's a yes that is good for us?
I
Like-
think, does the pursuer need Watkins to survive?
Yeah.
Like, because if the answer is no, then he doesn't need Watkins immediately.
So he's not like thirsting.
Exactly. So then he can plan and plot.
Maybe that's the thread to pull on here, which
Yeah.
is the pursuer in immediate danger of
Yes.
dying?
Okay.
Yes.
Is
That's
that
it.
sort of
Nice.
it? Like,
Because then we can lure him into a trap and we can
so
fuck him up.
if the answer is yes, that's good for us.
No,
Yeah,
because
I
then
mean,
he's panicked, and then he'll be easier to deal
Well,
with.
what
and
do you think? What are
he'll be
you
easier
trying to
deal
get
with.
at?
I'm trying to get at, is the pursuer, how heavy is the pursuer pursuing Watkins? Is it
Yes.
like, is it more like, I'm trying to find the alignment of, is it more of the personal stake or the like business?
Like if it's one versus the other, like, because the overall goal is to get a hold of the thing for good. Will the pursuer let the secret go for immediate relief?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that,
You know
that
what I
makes
mean?
sense.
Is that like, because then it's like,
Yeah.
is that something? Because then you can frame a scene around it and
because it's I get where you're at right now is like the pursuer's like having an episode. They need the shit like right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And so but we're saying, will they let it go if they get the shit? Is
because
sort of the
then
idea,
it's kind
right?
of good for the, like, that's the yes is a positive thing in that light,
Mhm.
because then the secret is free still,
Okay.
So
and we've learned something. But the no in that case is that the pursuer may allow themselves, like, we're going to learn more about the pursuer either way.
Mhm.
Will maybe come closer to getting their hands on the secret, or like learn more than we want them to.
Okay. I'm going to keeping going from where we are. I'm gonna just rope in Coach Dan.
Yes. Right, weren't you supposed to be? Yeah, you were supposed to be in the car.
Yeah, Coach Dan has been like standing, like expecting Ish to come right back out
Right.
Yeah.
and drive right back to the thing, and
Coach Dan closed the mini golf spot
Right.
Yeah,
completely by
let me-
themselves. 'cause
let me
this-
yeah, let me pitch this to you. Basically, the whole time that whole scene's going on, parallel to that, there's sort of two characters in cars. There's the coach sweating his balls off in those tiny shorts, and finally getting out and being like, "The hell is Ish doing? I got to get back. This is a waste of my time." And then another character in their car is the pursuer, and something clicks,
Mhm.
and they like have whipped their car around, and it clicks when they like see they actually drive past. They're driving through this neighborhood, and they drive past the Ish's car and the 2006 MDX, Acura MDX, and they see the coach get out of it and stretch. Like two things click. It's like this pig, this thing, and the pursuer, EJ Thunder is like, "Oh shit," and starts to spin their car around and takes the turn too tight, and you almost see like the coach turns his head as this Humvee starts rolling.
barrel
Oh my
rolling
God.
towards him.
That's my pitch for like
Definitely.
opening this scene.
Yeah, I think that if you want me to take him out, I think that I'm still worried about Donnie. So like I want to take him to the hospital to check him out. So we're gonna hop in the car. We can bounce if we're not involved in the scene.
Yeah, so yeah, how about that? Like I run towards the Humvee,
Yeah, we're gonna.
and
go
you
down.
guys just happen to be running out, not even paying it. You're like dead focused.
We're
on
like,
this.
I still killed Donnie's feet, so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
So
to
you're
take
like,
one.
we're going to the hospital, and I'm fine. You're
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
no, we're going.
So it's like
just to get out of the
simultaneous
way.
to the blood and the healing is this
Yeah.
car flipping, and then you guys running. And so, again, did you take the scene from here?
Yeah.
But you step out the door,
Uh-huh.
and as these guys peel away, smoke is rising from a car and you see the coach like sprinting towards it,
Yeah.
and you and Alucard like licks your hand as you look out the door at the scene.
I would also want to hit you with one of these. That is your insecurity.
Well, that looks really. We should go see what's going on. I take the pig with me. Like I've
I
got.
like how you're just like,
I've got-
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm pig whisperer now. I'm like. It's like great power, great responsibility kind of thing where I'm just like, well, that's a car crash. You can help them. Let's go. So now we're just like running in the direction of Coach Dan, essentially seeing what's going on.
You see me pulling EJ Thunder
Mm-hmm.
out from inside the cab of his car. His eyes are lolling, blood on his head, his legs are pretty twisted, but he's got a cell phone in hand, and he's like trying to type something into his cell phone as you come up, and I'm like, "Miss Sparrow, you got to get back. This is oh my God, I don't know what is going on today. This is not my day. We can't have a kid near this thing. Come on, get back. And why do you still have that pig?"
Why? We can. Do you know him? Who is he? Do you want me to help him? Who is he?
I don't know. He's some idiot who just flipped his car for no reason in the middle of a fucking intersection. Or not even
EJ
like just
Thunder.
EJ Thunder. Oh my God, that's right.
oh my God! Is that EJ Thunder? He flipped his car.
We can. I mean, I don't know. Watkins, do you think I now turn to Watkins? I'm like petting his head. I'm like, do you think you can do it? I don't know. We've never fixed anything like this before. I mean, I just sprained my ankle. This was just a toe thing. This guy looks like he's really good dying over
Miss
here.
Sparrow, you need to get away. Like, I don't know this car could explode, this Humvee, and this guy, can you actually run in, go call 911? And I'm pulling the dude out. EJ Thunder is still trying to dial. Like, you can see like on his phone, it says like, it's got the like logo of a guy with a thumbs up and a smile for Brovardis. It's like very stylized though, because it also looks like like the brand for healing.
I think I can help, but I don't know if I should help. I don't know what I should do. This is so intense. Why do I have to be the one that does the intense stuff? This isn't for me.
I think as you're spiraling out of control, you hear a very deep voice, like somewhere in the back of your mind, that says, "Alex, I think you're gonna be just fine. Tell me where to lick him."
On the head. I guess. I think that's where he's all sick on the head. Maybe we can help him there.
Get this pig away from this guy, buddy. You shouldn't be moving. You shouldn't be typing in your phone or anything.
Don't worry, I got this. Watkins' head needs to lick him. I think he needs to lick him in the head.
Yeah, right on the head.
Okay, so he licks him, right? Like, right, the same glow happens.
Yeah.
The legs start to like untwist
Mm-hmm.
and mend. Where his shirt was torn, we could see like this weird like blue-green rash on EJ Thunder.
Oh, yeah.
And it like subsides a little bit. EJ Thunder like stops in trying
In
to
the
call
text.
somebody. Looks at I'll look at the pig at Watkins, and then Watkins stops though. It's like there's like a moment of like recognition.
They look at
and
each other.
intent. The coach is like, buddy, you still what the hell just happened? Can you feel this? And he pokes the dude's leg, and he can't. He's not feeling anything. Like, even though his legs are mended from being broken, it's clear like he's still bleeding. There's still pain going. Like, there's still something.
Sure.
Right.
Right.
I think Watkins also says to your head, like, he'll be fine for now, but it seems that there's more happening with him.
Should we? What is he? I don't know what to do. What would you do?
I would keep healing him, but what do I know? I'm a pig.
Well, if you want to do it, then do it. I mean, he seems to be sick.
I think
I think this is the role
I think
now.
it's-
So no, what does that mean? You have this character who, again, I'll propose it, and you're the spotlight. So you tell me otherwise. They could either like lean in and let this pig heal them, or like try to grab this pig and call Bravardis at the same time,
like,
right?
Abscond and shit.
The pursuer just like immediately feels more healed, immediately feels better, and just like it's immediate bloodthirst. It's immediate, like you see the gears turning immediately. Like,
this is the best he's felt in years.
yeah,
And like now the Alucard is a being of good, so it will continue to heal.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think Watkins just keeps like licking him, and he feels better. He looks better and better and better.
With every
But
like,
but
The
so again,
question
the
was-
question was, will the pursuer let the secret go for immediate relief?
The answer is no.
No.
So
won't.
the pursuer here will like even give up some of their own healing. EJ Thunder will like let themselves suffer in order to like catch the secret if they can.
Oh, interesting.
definitely.
Right? So like whether that's again doing
So
something.
how does
that-
this question
how does
manifest
that
now that we know
Okay.
the
now
answer?
that we know that's the answer? What happens? What does
The
he
pursuer has this epiphany, and then gets up, and immediately stops being licked and just turns to Sparrow and is like, where did you get this pig? Where is it from? Like, just immediately just starts interrogating everybody.
Mhm. I think he might be healed enough to use the phone, definitely, because I
Yeah.
think Watkins is gonna keep licking him, and like as soon as he can start using the phone, I think he's on it. Like he's starting, he's taking pictures of the phone. He's taking pictures
That's
of the pig.
there you go.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
sending
definitely.
pictures.
So as soon as he's healed enough to do it,
Yeah.
he like pulls away, he starts interrogating him, and also is taking a ton of
taking
pictures
photos
of
and
the
sending
pig.
them on his phone.
But then there's a pause, and he's like racked with coughing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that like coughing also like makes his legs collapse out from under him.
Okay.
And so he's like sprawled on the ground, and that's the coach at this point has like run and called 911 on their phone,
Yeah.
and the ambulances are finally arriving.
Yeah.
EJ Thunder is passed out.
Yeah.
Cold.
Right.
And we don't get the phone in time. Like, it's taken away in the ambulance with it.
I need to know more. I think that we've reconvened and Donnie's okay. I'm like shit. So I gotta drive Donnie home. I think I also gotta pick up Alex. I'm gonna pick up Alex as well because I apologize. This is
I
gonna
think
be kind of
going to come into play.
Oh motherfucker, shit. Okay, I just want to get there. So I think that I'm gonna pick up Alex. We're gonna drive you back to Alex because we feel bad that we left them, And Alex told us all this stuff about EJ Thunder.
And
Cool.
Alex does have a cute older sister.
Okay. Of course she does. Oh man. Yeah. Oh god. What is her name? Like Deirdre Sparrow
Mm-hmm.
is she's like
Summer Spare.
yes. Oh no, it's her name is Summer Sparrow. Summer Sparrow is like 18 and like is fully leaned into all of her parents' hippie bullshit. So
Yeah.
she like oh god, she has like flowers in her hair all the time. And I have such a crush on her.
Coachella girl.
Yo, 100%, 5,000%. When I picked up, I want to go back over to and pick up Alex, and I want to go to. So my plan is that I want to go to Lightning Springs because I think that that's where EJ is staying, and I want to scope out his shit.
So maybe that's our question.
Do the kids find out what EJ is doing here?
So who's with you right now?
So I think that after I try to pull myself together, I think that it's gonna be me, Sparrow, because I think Donnie needs to go home. Sparrow and Sparrow's sister, because we've talked about it. And I'm like, and you've told me all this stuff about EJ and Summer is there as well. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, so you know what we should do? We got to figure out what this bad guy is doing here, right? I think that's what we have. We need to be. We need to be heroes. We have this guy seems not on the up and up. Let's go spy.
And
Right?
Summer just doesn't trust you with her sister, so that's why she's sort of coming
Yeah.
along.
Plus,
Keep an
you
eye
need
out.
an adult to drive in the car with
That's
you.
true.
Yeah.
I only have my permit, so I need someone 18 or older to do this. Thanks, Summer. All right, great. So that's it. We're gonna go over there. EJ Thunder is staying in the Thunder Suite, of course. Thunder, it's the highest one at the highest peak. It is the biggest. It is like giant log cabin that has just tons of amenities, like 2 baths, and like it's just massive. And I want to scope out, and I think he has like a lot of his work papers in there.
Mhm.
So I
And
want
like research tomes and stuff.
all
Yeah.
of his everything that could be about the Alucard that might be in there. I just want to figure out what his shit is. So I want to go up there.
And the main hub of Lightning Lodge is like one of the older buildings in town too,
Mhm.
and it's got like wood carvings, these
Yeah.
like bas relief of the story of the town, and like the Thunder family kind of shows up in there.
Yeah.
There may or may not be some pigs and some other stuff in that.
Weird.
Okay.
Hey, do you guys notice that why are there pigs in the story of our town? Seems weird. No, no. I guess.
I
guess
mean,
not.
there's pigs. There's pigs everywhere. These pigs are. Look at Watkins.
Okay, that's right. Watkins is definitely in the trunk too.
Yeah.
100%. Watkins goes everywhere. Like Summer, what do you think? Why do you think there are pigs here?
Well, it's natural. I mean, this is a town of nature.
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
like they're super intelligent animals. I mean, really, like they probably use them like dogs at the time, right? Because they're
Sure.
smarter than dogs,
Yeah.
and they're beautiful animals. Look at this sparrow. What do you call this one? Where'd you get this cutie?
We found it was in the woods. Me and Donnie, we were we were walking around in the woods, and he was just there. He was looking like a little dreamboat, and I had to have him.
yeah.
That's kismet. That is made to be. That's beautiful story,
It's
little
so
Al.
cute. That's really adorable. So many beautiful creatures are in my presence right now. Okay, let's go.
Alex, why is Ishmael driving you around?
He's a good guy.
Cause we're great friends, definitely. Right?
Yeah. He we have an agreement.
Sounds weird when you say it like that, but we're just good friends.
All right,
Okay.
Ish. Alex, I used to babysit Ish when I was your age. It was a little weird. I mean, he's you're what, a year and a half younger than me?
Yeah, I'm 16 and a half. 16 and a half, that's nothing. Really. We're
Yeah,
all at the same
I was
school.
like 12, and
And I was 10
his
and a
mom was like, he still needed a babysitter, I guess. So
Yeah, I got into stuff.
he was, let's just say he did not skip 2 grades.
Oh, yeah.
I can see that.
It's it's because
So
his parents
hurtful.
fed him all these like microwave food,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
plus the vaccines.
You see, you probably ate pigs. That's
Yeah, it was the vaccines. That's what did it to me. Ah.
our parents never let us eat swine.
That's Listen, I can't underestimate. Yeah, pork chops. They're so bad. I hate them. They're the
so
worst.
Berkowitz.
Yeah, they're not great Jews, but
What are
do
we?
what it
So
do.
what are we doing here?
okay.
again?
So like I said, as before we talked about that great conversation about pigs as dogs. So what I think we gotta break. Let's see. There's something going on here. This guy's weird. Let's go like spy on it. Let's go looking in like his fucking in his windows. So I want to drive up to as close as we can get to Thunder Villa, and I want to like put my hands on the glass inside. I'm looking around and I see that there's like because he's a fucking idiot loser. He has a literal briefcase that it might as well say secret stuff on it. And I'm like, yeah, like that's his stuff. Let's try to break in. You guys, how do we do that?
Well, I have a toolkit. I like to build things, and I think I have a good handle on locks.
Yeah.
So if you guys keep watch, I can just jimmy this door real quick because it's like the
Or come. Let's go to the reception.
okay.
I think
that.
no. I'm gonna go with your extremely smart sister. I trust her, and I think you should too. Summer.
I mean, breaking and entering. I mean, this is super dangerous.
Summer, this is the summer of I guess see what I'm going to do here. This is the summer of our lives. Well, if we ever had a chance to do something fun and ridiculous, it would be now. And this guy might be terrible. You hate terrible people. You said that was your senior quote.
I do hate terrible people, and this is Alex. Is this a bad guy?
Mom and Dad always said never to trust the suit.
It's a suit.
And my
Yeah.
mom and dad always said, "Ish, get out of the cupboard. It's dinner time."
Is she squishy? Is she listen?
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
You're burning up. I can tell. It's like the sun is down and you're still wearing this jacket, but it's like still 90. Why are you?
Looks great. Alex, it just looks good on me. It's my look. You know that they say 2020, time to look your part. That's what they said.
Meanwhile, the pig is like freaking out slowly as we like exit the car because it's like now the sun is down and
Oh.
it's dark, so it's like
Oh.
the pig is going like
Okay,
the second you turn off the car light.
yeah. All right, we have to do this now. Everything's freaking out. I want to roll.
And
I
so
wanna roll.
somebody's coming around the corner, and
Mhm.
maybe we have to do the make out to fake
Oh
out.
my god, yeah. All right, let's roll for it.
Roll
So
for
what do I
Okay,
roll?
so you're rolling against the pursuer, right?
All right, here we go. Come on. I want to make out with Summer. Hell yeah. All right, that's
So the
a tie.
pursuer loses a die.
Yes.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hey.
So we can see that there's like a headlight for a golf cart coming.
Yeah.
And we know that that's Lightning Spring security. And in order to, I'm going to turn the car back on with the pig because to keep Watkins from freaking out.
Mhm.
And I'm
And
going
the headlights
yeah,
hit it.
and the headlights are going to hit the car. And in order to keep him from finding you and from Watkins, I'm going to just pull Summer and just be like, trust me. And we're gonna kiss.
And
it's
she
gonna be-
she recognizes the danger
danger,
too.
yeah.
And also like, all right. And so it's not a total surprise.
Yes, it's
There's
not.
a level
She-
of consent.
I think she is. She's recognizing it, and it's okay.
Mhm.
And I think that you have enough time to pop the lock off the window.
Nice.
I think that the car, the security guy in the golf cart just pulls up on us and goes, "Hey, kid, stop it! Just stop doing that! Stop it!" And I'm like, "Okay, officer." He was like, "Yeah, you damn right. I'm an officer of the security. Stop it!" And I'm like, "Oh, okay, good. Stop doing that." Okay, fine, great. And then he just turns around. So inside, I think that you pop the window open.
Mhm.
I think we're gonna go inside and we look at very movie magic. But I think that we pop open the binder and it says like secret pig legend.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
His montage scene.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
Like
us going
legends.
through the pages. And
Wood
stuff.
block prints and stuff.
Yeah,
and like,
exactly.
And then 3D models of like where to cut it up and like how to process
Oh, man,
it.
Exactly,
what
there's
the
like-
magic core.
It's like
of the pig
the
is.
magic's out is in the tail
Exactly.
or it's in the glance.
Yeah,
We
it's
don't
like
know.
like you're looking at this holographic display
Exactly,
of this thing,
exactly.
and there's a tear rolling down as you see like an abattoir, like digital abattoir processing thousands of baby a la carte.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I'm 100% on board knowing that this is a real magical thing. And I think Summer is as well. We're like, Alex, you found a legendary monster.
I told
Yes, you did. See,
This is great.
that's a scene.
You need to keep this beautiful creature safe. This is like a porcine unicorn. This is amazing.
A porcicorn.
We need it to help the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And I think that point Watkins says out loud, "Glad you finally recognized it."
Oh yeah. Now he talks to everyone.
I love that. I love that he has telepathic powers and he can speak out loud. I fucking love that.
You guys have found out some stuff. The coach is doing his thing. I'm going to say, I think it's time Coach kind of gets confronted with this thing. Dude, this is going to be Donnie and Dan. We're driving in my car now.
Mm.
We're driving over to the hospital. The police want me to go over there and give a statement for this thing that I saw. I was supposed to cook dinner tonight, and we were going to watch, like, it was movie night, but it's not going to happen. Like, there's just too much going on. I'm pulled in 6 different directions. So the question's going to be, will we get to the hospital safely?
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Awesome.
Like, the sun had just been setting, right?
Yeah.
When in the previous scene.
Right.
So, and it was like getting dark. Now it's like well past.
Cool.
It's so it's
making
like
sure.
probably like 9 o'clock or something. It's still real hot out and kind of nasty. We're
I'm-
driving along.
I'm playing my drumsticks on the glove compartment.
DC, buddy, come on. You got to stop. You got to stop. I have had, it's like I was drinking all day with those women. My head is splitting. There's just too much going on. Let's just get to the hospital. Can you not right now?
Sorry, Dan.
All right. Thanks, man. Sorry I got short with you there.
You're all sunburned in the face, bro.
Yeah. I'm
And your shorts tan line are showing a little bit too.
yeah. Buddy,
But if your head's hurting, I mean, I bet we could probably talk to Watkins and he could probably help out.
talk to Watkins.
Yeah. Like a miracle pig.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm saying he'll cure your headache. Like a miracle pig.
DC, I saw a guy crash his car and almost die. It was a miracle he didn't die. And he still passed out and is in the hospital.
Wait, was
He-
Watkins there?
Yeah, Watkins was there.
Watkins was there. Probably helped.
I have no idea. Dude,
Because Watkins was there earlier today when me and Sparrow were at 4-H and Sparrow got trampled by all these pigs. But then Watkins showed up and like Sparrow's bruises went away and her blood, her cuts healed.
Donnie, buddy, you can go on and on all day about the games you've been playing, but somebody almost died today. You guys are goofing around, running around like you're telling me your friend almost fell and got trampled by pigs. So your day has been go in the woods on one of the hottest days of the year when people should be inside staying cool
Well,
so you can find pigs,
we
and
wanted
then
to swim, I guess.
you
in a
went
swimming hole.
and your friend almost died.
We found Watkins.
Donnie,
and
you need to. Mom and Dad aren't here anymore. You need to step up, buddy. I'm white knuckling it. Donnie, I need you to be more responsible and help me out, buddy. I don't have to-
I'm trying. You're talking about Mom and Dad and if Watkins works the way I think he does, Mom and Dad could have been saved by Watkins. Man, you're not even listening to me. It's
You're
it
the
went
one-
into my foot.
You're the one that, and so he turns his head and he's like pushing the gas down nice and hard and fast and looking at you like teeth grit, like now the flush of Dan's sunburn is overtaken by his anger. And he says, Donnie, you need to grow up, buddy. Mom and Dad, they're not here anymore, and I need you to help me deal with this shit.
And I'm like starting to cry. I'm a 13-year-old boy. We're in the shit. It's so hot. And why are you driving so fast? Slow down.
That's when lightning hits the road. Right?
Yeah.
It's time to roll.
Roll it.
Not good.
Oh no, you're not getting there safely, dog.
So that is going to increase the danger. No, we are not going to get to the hospital safely.
Car flips.
The lightning hits the ground, and that like shocks us both out. I turn the wheel hard, and we go off road, and we hit a tree,
Yeah, hopefully.
and that's when the scene goes black. We interrupt our story here, and we'll continue in our next communique. I was one of your players, John Holt. You can find me on Twitter at Lord Joho and on Instagram, which I keep up with more at board_ghost. Ken, where can people find you?
Board Ghosts, find me, Ken Breeze, on Twitter at Burlingsbeard, BRLNGS Beard. I am a freelance dungeon master and content creator in the New York City area. Check me out on my website, and please do tweet at me. I love talking with folks about games and about D&D and about this awesome podcast and all the games we play here.
Hi there. I'm Asar. You can find me at A_SARR, Twitter, Instagram, probably like Venmo too, to keep it a buck with you. I make like lo-fi beats. That's kind of my thing. The beats to chill to, sleep to. That's what I do. If you like to chill and sleep like I do, then just find me there, and I'll lead you where you need to go.
Hi, this is Eric Silver. You can find me on Twitter at El Silvero, EL_SILVERO. That is my name if I was a Lucha Libre wrestler, with an underscore in the middle. You can also find me on my podcast, Join the Party, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Real Play podcast, or Horse, a basketball podcast, which is really an internet podcast masquerading as basketball podcast. You can find all of those under Multitude Productions. You can find us on Twitter at Multitude Shows.
All right. Well, thank you both for being on. To find out more about the engines and player in our game, go check out boardghost.com. Attempt to pierce the veil and contact us at BoardGhostWorld on Twitter. We'd like to thank Pat Couples for our theme song and interlude music. You can find out more about Pat at patcouples.tumblr.com or on his band's website, hotelsandhighways.com. If you're not alone in the void, share our stories. The more they are consumed, the truer they become.
Dying don't agree with me.